Coucou les coucous! De retour à Sable. Je vais le dire en anglais. Alright. J'aime bien le jeu jusqu'à présent. Tell Jelly that the cartographer wants 50 cuts for a map of the Ur. I try to hedge the way I speak about it as I'm not entirely sure whether that's too much, not enough, or precisely its value. She told me not to worry. Here's some money. Ok, fait que ça c'est du currency comme je pensais. Ok. Get you going on your journey. Use it mostly wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. Think Jadi effusively and head out of my way. Hello, little glider. That's a big glider to you. So strange just getting called that. I tell Jetty how strange it is being called glider instead of sable or even clan child. Just trying to get used to it. She seemed to really like it. Maybe I like it too. My little glider. When I return to Hilal, it's clear that they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? True freedom. I'm a little queasy, safe like a warm hug. I feel almost embraced by the perpetual warm and safe in my own little bubble. A swoon. Oh, that's such a nice way of describing it. Hilal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling, just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, Or else I might never have come back from my gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasm. Heaving myself into chasm for you. Is that really what you do? Wish we could all do it. Something we could keep perpetually. So do I, Sable, so do I. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. Take a really serious face. Hilal's laugh even if there's a bit of regret in it. And I certainly haven't gotten that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss, Think about it, but decide that there's already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I'm saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose the perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're going to love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. Huh? My advice, try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all of that out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. I thank you all for their advice, and for their help I tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. A warning and a reassurance all in one. Say goodbye to Hilal. Before I go, Hilal registered toward the tower. It seems Sizzle wished to see me before I leave the clan. Where's that? J'aurais pas dû courir. J'aurais pas dû échouer un paquet d'affaires. What is this dog? Yeah. Chum egg. Chum egg, offered by chums when planting themselves into the ground, perfectly smooth and hard as a rock. These eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. Nothing to see here, move along. Bref, je garde le ton en français. Going back up. And up and up. And up. Siso's an out-planner to the Abexi, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall, and think of her more as a kind of a distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are giving their posts and by their training and their code. Must go to where they are needed. But Siso has been among us for so long that it's easy to forget it's an assignment first and foremost. far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think there is a perception among the other clans that the Ibexi are quite insular, or that our designation of Ibexi versus Outclanner suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us and who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased that Caesar did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? Can only think of one thing. I'm getting a bike, excited for my bike, a bit worried, and am I really getting a bike? Bike. Caesar has a truthful quality to her voice and it rumbles through her max when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yep. Okay, that was short. Yes, Jenny told me how excited you were. Sniffs. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think he may have... Knew it. What? I meant to say that out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss' forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might just be as scattered and decide this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. Wait, what? Going to make my own hoverbike? That sounds like an adventure. Adventure! Just as though I like the sound of that, a little adventure before my big one. It's more meaningful than you know. The bond with one's bike before it has taken form is more privilege than labor. Here, take this. The navigator. This is the navigator. You can use it to mark points on your compass. It should be useful in finding the old parts. Where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in their ruined ship. So it look. In fragments spread apart. A good start would be by the ship down there near the camp. You'll find it up on that great rock near the other side of the canyon. Starashla. Another behind the old dam on the hill. Use a navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, a power supply, and a calibrator. Do most Ladder make their own bikes? Only the lucky ones. I tell Cecile I'll see her soon and head off in search of the components. Together we'll create something new out of old. Press N to use the navigator to mark interesting landmark to appear on... Well, never mind. Ok, ça change de couleur pas parce que c'est trop loin, mais... On va faire la différence. Plus sur 13, c'est ça que j'en ai placé. Ok. Ça... Ma bubble est supposée de me ralentir quand je tombe de haut. Mais j'ai checké le fall damage avant d'avoir la bubble. Change question before I make an excuse to take my leave. Find a control, find a supply. Je sais pas c'est quoi. Ah, le 1 c'est le jump. Je sais pas c'est quoi le 0,7 en bas à gauche par contre. Il y a un petit peu de jank dans les contrôles. C'est pas mauvais, c'est pas des mauvais contrôles, il y a juste un peu de jank. There's nothing of use to be found in the ship, but I notice a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. A voice crackled from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see what that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustment being made. 3 clicks, button being pressed, perhaps? Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever hard. The sounds of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Oh, Rohana's mask, not that hard. You've torn it out. Suddenly the speakers are filled with static and a low rumble that greatly increases in pitch. Then the sound of someone cheering. Good work, we're flying! More cheering, is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. The thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check the machinist notes. Long pause. The rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Ramen? That lever, Tama, the one you just ripped out. We're going too fast and we're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off here. Sucks to be them. Rien en haut, ok. What's happening? It's a monster! Saima, are you looking for a calibrator? Very sweetly, I asked Saima if she means the calibrator I found in the cave underneath the camp. He doesn't look happy with me, which I take to mean I've done something right. Ok, j'ai probablement short-circuit la quest in my hand and then burst into tears under her mask. You'll leave on the gliding, you'll never come back. Just like Yara did. Don't you miss her too? You were her friend before she left. People leave, that's their choice. Sama and Yara are allowed to do whatever she likes, and if you choose to go, then we must respect. I wonder if she can tell I'm putting a little extra weight in my voice, which I hope sounds like the wisdom of age. You won't leave forever, right? Not forever. Start to speak, but Sama cut me off with a wail. Please don't go. Sama not to worry that I will be back sooner than she knows, and I'm sure she paused behind the mask. If I had that I am not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? Yes. Good, then I suppose I can come see you off. Thank her and say goodbye for now. Ok, fait que c'est ça, j'ai short-circuit la quest, which is ce qui est pas mauvais, là, c'est correct. Oui! Oui! Curieux de voir c'est quoi qu'il y a ici. « 200 beaux bidous. 20 beaux bidous. Je m'en rendrai pas, hein. Hey, de l'eau. Et... réussi sur une fesse. Ok, fait que ça, j'assume que c'est le tutorial zone. Escape quest. Quoi qu'il me dit que je vais échouer. Surtout qu'il y a un lip en haut. Ok. Fait que moi j'avais marqué ça en haut ici, mais je suis pas mal certain que c'est pas là qu'il faut que j'aille. Ben, t'as de beau bidou! Top those rocks une structure là, on va checker. On va se voir si on peut trouver monter sa structure. Je me demande s'il va y avoir de la extra stam dans le jeu ou non. So far, c'est très... j'ai exactement la stam que j'ai besoin, plus genre 5%. Là. Quelque chose de plus simple à grimper. Mais oui, j'aime beaucoup le jeu. Vite de même, je vais probablement le faire au complet. Que je vais l'enregistrer tout le long d'Action Topic. Wrong button. It's not the thing I am looking for. Hi, birds! Atomic power supply. Faisons le tour de la roche. Ah, je suis là. Ça doit être le mur. Bonk! Wouh! J'espère que mon bike va pogner en feu avant que je pogne le nouveau. Là. Ouais. Es-tu là? Ouais, ça c'est le temple que j'ai pogné au début. Sunshine, butterfly. Je perds mon curseur. Here, back. Can I... Ouais. Le VSD. Et là, ça fonctionne pour une raison quelconque. Butterflies that hibernate during the cold desert nights by burrowing into the sand. During the day, they fly in the dunes, actively seeking sunlight to absorb into their wing in a process akin to photosynthesis. Ah, intéressant. Là, si je fais escape, ça va faire back. I can fish! Fait que oui, j'ai regardé, il y a plein de monde qui a des problèmes avec le curseur qui disparaît dans le menu. So, c'est très jankabound de ma compréhension. Ok, c'est... Je perds vraiment pas beaucoup d'auteur quand j'utilise ça, là. Je peux pas skipper ça. Bon, là, j'en perdais pas mal vite. Oui! Bonk! You are a pirate! Ok, ça me prend pas de temps de monter des échelles. Hi! Ma sandale décide de partir d'un autre bord, hein? Bird! Faisons le tour. Pas faire le tour. Make control panel, ok. Et... Nothing! Nothing. Puis ça, il va voir. Comment je fais? C'est R? Non. E? Q? Non. N? Je sors d'ici et je vous reviens. J'aime comment il y a de la smoke qui sort de mes poignets aussi. Ben j'aime. I am laughing at. Ok, on sort du dam. Je voulais explorer un truc avant de retourner en ville. En ville, au camp. Bird, bird. Je vais monter là. Ah, c'est vraiment de la chance d'avoir trouvé ça. Ça, je vais probablement retomber juste dans la vallée normale. Ok. On va arrêter de les écœurer. On va juste explorer. Ou essayer de leur tomber dessus, mais visiblement ça n'a rien fait. Okay, I don't know what this is. Il y a un marqueur ici, mon bike est mort. Canard, excusez. Il n'y a rien. Et quelle heure? 7h30. On va acheter la map. Ça, c'est l'intérieur de qu'est-ce que je regardais. Give me map. I'll buy that map. Perfect, let's trade then. You were sold by members of the Cartography Guild. I would like to buy only one map. I have seen that it was done late. Je vais vendre mon butterfly pour 5. Thank Jordan for the Uber map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more real. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I'll still remember mine. That's how it was. Short. I knew since I was aboard that cartography was for me. But I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye out on the skies, eh? Plenty of my colleagues out there, and they'll have more maps to sell you, from Koa to Sodic Waste. Thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Farewell, child. Fast travel! You've unlocked a piece of the map. You can now navigate to the map screen in the pause menu. If you visit a place, you can fast travel to that location using the map screen. Your overbike will also travel with you. Okay, good to know. Tip, go away. Ok, c'est ça. Fait que là, j'ai découvert la Nobi Zone. J'ai trouvé un truc ici. Ça, c'est le truc que je suis pas capable de passer. J'ai trouvé un truc ici. Le temple que j'ai commencé. Le truc où je viens de placer mon waypoint. Et la dame. J'ai trouvé des bonhommes Yushmi machin. Alright. On va appeler ça un épisode ici et revenir la prochaine fois. Alors, au revoir et à bientôt.